Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Jones. I'm here to share with you a lesson that we did today on the strategy of clarifying. So this is our learning target today. I can use clarifying strategies when my comprehension breaks down. We had already talked about monitoring, and we do have monitoring and clarifying here on our cafe menu. But today where our focus was on clarifying. So I teach students 4 main clarifying strategies. They are get in, get out, go forward, go back. Get in, get out, go forward, go back. And that's kind of the way I teach it really fast. Get in basically means get your head in the game. And one of the best strategies for that is predicting. But you can also make a connection, ask a question, but mostly we focus on predicting and connecting in 4th grade. And get out is get out of the words. Read, if you're reading nonfiction, read headings or captions or graphics. Look up words in a dictionary if that helps you with an individual word. It might be get out of the text and look at the pictures, or if there's maps or anything graphic that can help you figure out what's going on. Go forward means go forward and do something different. Acknowledge that you're confused. Do a check for understanding. Have a question in your mind, and usually read a little bit slower. So I call that the questioning turtle. So questioning means you have a question in your mind, and turtle, you go slower. And the last one is go back, but also do something differently. And again, that idea of questioning turtle, ask a question, read a little bit slower. I introduce these strategies using whole brain teaching. So using a Teach OK if you're familiar with that. And they're the gestures that go with them. So of course we have, I'm doing this with 2 hands, by the way, when I model it with my students. Get in, get out, go forward, go back. So get in means you get your head in the game. They point to their temple with both hands. And then predict is kind of like you have a crystal ball in front of you. Get out is I pretend like I'm taking a picture with a cell phone, like a selfie. I used to go like this, like I'm clicking a camera, but no kid knows that anymore. So, but look at the pictures, because that's the main one. And then the questioning turtle, I trace, I'm doing this with my other hand, let me do my other hand. I trace a question mark in the air, and then I make the sign language for turtle, which is your fist with your thumb, and your other hand comes over the top of it. So there's like a little turtle head. So questioning turtle, and then questioning turtle again. Then I modeled that with this book, The Wretched Stone by Chris Van Allsburg. It's a great book. It's an easy to read book, and it's really interesting. It's about a stone that these men find on an island, and it turns everybody to monkeys. And it's a great book to reread because actually it's a commentary on technology and how technology turns people into monkeys if they let it take over their lives. So it's a great book. And I love it because it doesn't really say what happened to them at the ending. It's something you have to infer. So it's a great book for that. So that's how I model the process after we've done our whole brain teaching. Then I have the students read a book of their choice, and I give them an index card. And they have to respond to this sentence starter. I didn't get blank. What were they confused by? So and they have to say what clarifying strategy they used. And if possible, if they have time, I like them to write what they find out. But that's not really the point of the activity. The point is, can they identify a confusing part? And can they choose a clarifying strategy? And these are the index cards that they wrote down. And this is my exit ticket, my ticket out the door. Gives you an idea of some of their answers. Some are writing more than others. This is also good to do on Post-it notes, but I find an index card gives them a little bit more room, and they're going to write a little bit more if you give them that room. And then I created this poster, and just to see kind of where are we as a class. Obviously, as a class, going forward as the questioning turtle is something that students don't do as often. They don't predict as often. Really, their go-to strategy is to back up and reread or to look at the pictures. So it's a good kind of formative assessment for me. It's something I will be sharing with the class tomorrow as we continue to discuss and refine clarifying. And it's interesting for the students themselves. So I hope you've enjoyed this little lesson today on clarifying strategies. TTFN, ta-ta for now.